The official kickoff to holiday shopping season, Black Friday, starts late this year, but online Black Friday deals, you've already started seeing them, right? And scammers are already out there with their hands out, ready to just, take our money as well. Well, here today to help us spot the scams and other ways to protect your wallet is Lachelle Yates with the Better Business Bureau. She's also taking your questions, so you can text her your questions 336-379-5775, and they can be scam related or they can be BBB related. Maybe you're going to be doing some work in your home and you want to know what's the best way to hire a contractor or something of that nature. Well, you know what? Lachelle is the one who's to talk to about that. All right, let's first and foremost talk about a very common scam, an online purchase scam. Let's define what that is.
So an online purchase scam is when you order something and you never receive it, or you order it and it turns out to be a counterfeit product, or you order it and it's nothing like what you thought you were going to get. I think we can all remember those nativity scenes and you thought it was going to be big enough to fit in your yard and it turned out to be about this size. But before we talk about ways to spot an online shopping scam, I do want to talk about some insights into why we fall for online shopping scams. In a study from 2022, we found that the top reason that someone bought a product and lost money was the enticement of a great sale price. And I think we have all been there. The second reason is, we found that 5 out of 10 people were just passively browsing, not really looking for anything on social media, and ended up buying something and lost money because the product was a scam. And last, 5 out of 10 people were actually searching for something on Google, found the product they wanted, and it turned out to be a scam, so they lost money. So you really have to be careful when you're searching on Google, because there are a lot of scam websites out there and it can be hard to decipher which one's real and which one's not. So here are some tips. First, do your research. Go to bbb.org, go to bbb.org/scam tracker. Go to Google, type in the website, type in the product, and see what people are saying. Also, just be aware that there are fake websites and fake products. An example would be to look at the URL and make sure that you are on the website that you want to be on. Make sure that you're on Big Lots and not biglotsdiscounts.com, because that is a fake website. Also know that scammers take pictures from real websites and real descriptions from real websites and put them on their websites to make them look real. Also, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. If you're finding a really great price on one website that's lower than everywhere else, that's an indication that you're on a scam website and that you're going to lose your money. Also, always, always, always pay with a credit card. You have federally mandated processes in place when you use your credit card that you don't have with a debit card. So you're just very much more protected if you use your credit card than if you use your debit card. And then last, look for the BBB seal on a website. That is the sign of a better business. So you can know that you're using a trusted business, but also make sure that you click on that seal to make sure that it takes you to the BBB website, because scammers know that you trust that seal. So sometimes they put that seal on their website. That's actually part of my job is to look for seals that are on websites for companies that actually are not BBB accredited, and try and make them take the seal off. So those are just some tips. We have many more, bbb.org/holiday. We have lots more tips, because there's also pet scams out there. There's so many scams, but those are some ways that you can try to make sure that you don't fall for an online shopping scam.
Yeah, I love those last two things, that they put the BBB logo at the bottom, right? Just because you see it on the website doesn't mean that it's actually really real. So you actually do have to go to the BBB and check that they're there.
Yes.
And then the credit card versus anything else. And a lot of times people will say, but I ran my debit card as a credit card.
No, it doesn't work the same way. The credit card, literally, it's the Fair Credit Debit Act, or Fair Credit Act, is what protects you when you use your credit card. You do not have those same protections when you use your debit card. Plus, if you're on a scam site and you use your debit card, you have given your bank account information to a scammer. They could be using your money and having access to your money and spending it. And it's your money that's tied up in all of this. So it's your money you don't have access to your money anymore. So if you've got rent or a mortgage or utility bills that need to be paid, that could really cause some concern during the holidays. Where if it's your credit card, it's the bank's money that's tied up in all of this. And also, again, with those federally mandated processes in place, there's a time frame for all of this to get sorted out. And you don't have that with a debit card, or with a debit card. So please get a credit card, even if it's just for online shopping and just for the holidays. Get that credit card so that you have those protections in place.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we've all ordered the items on our list. We're waiting for them to come in, and that is like the best time for scammers to then text us or email us about problems with our package.
Yes, it is. Now, this is an old scam, but I tell you, con men just can't seem to get enough of it. I'm already starting to get these. I don't know about you, but I know you're saying, oh, I'm never going to fall for it. But I want to talk about it because that getting closer to the holidays, you're going to have a few packages hanging out there. So there is the chance that one or two of these could slip into your text and you're going to say, oh, well, maybe this is real. So I want you to look at one that I just got. It appears to come from the post office. And it says that my package couldn't be delivered. Please confirm my address in the link. Now, if I did, I could download malware onto my phone, or it could take me to a site that would ask me for more than my address. And it could ask me to pay a few bucks to get my package, which is just a ploy to get my credit card number. Now, I don't want you to fall for these fake holiday delivery package notices. So here's what you need to do. One, track your packages. Make sure you keep track of what you ordered, who you ordered it from, and who's going to deliver it. That is the best way to defeat the scammer. Second, never ever click on a link in an unsolicited text. It could download malware onto your device, or it could take you to a website that's going to ask you for your date of birth, your social security number, or it could ask you for your credit or your debit card number, which again is going to, cause all kinds of problems, or it could, get into your bank account, or could, cause some charges onto your account. And last, if you do have a question about a delivery notice that you get, go to the shipper's website or go to the site where you ordered whatever the item is that you're waiting for. Log in and look for the shipping information there and see where your package is. Those are the best ways to protect yourself from one of these fake delivery notices.
Okay, these are all good things to talk about and know ahead of time so we can be prepared. If you've got a question for Lachelle, you can text it to us, 336-379-5775. We'll be coming right back.